Okay, hello everyone. In the previous class, we have discussed the concept of strain gauge and we have derived the formula for strain gauge factor, that is GF will be equal to delta R upon R whole divided by delta L upon L. In today's class, I will discuss the construction and working principle of strain gauge load cell. So basically it is a force sensor by the help of which we can convert the weight or force into the corresponding electrical output or electrical voltage. So basically it consists of a cylindrical steel member. Suppose this is a cylindrical steel member and I am applying the compressive load P here. So there are 4 resistors are attached actually. So this is your first resistance R1, means it is the resistance of the strain gauge. There are 4 strain gauges are attached to this steel member. So this is the first resistance R1, second resistance R2, third resistance R3, and in the another backside resistance, that is your R4. So let me brief about you. Suppose imagine this is a steel member. Okay, I am attaching 4 resistance, 4 strain gauges having resistance R1, R2, R3 and R4. Okay, but the condition is that 2 are in say one direction and another 2 resistance are in another direction. Okay, let this is the one strain gauge resistance R1, it is another strain gauge resistance R2, it is another strain gauge having resistance R3, and in the back side suppose it is another strain gauge having resistance R4. Now look here, suppose the load is acting in this direction. Now you can imagine, you can see the R2 and R4 will come under longitudinal direction and R1 and R3 both are in transverse direction. Okay, you have to remember this one. So R1 and R3 both come under transverse direction and R2 and R4 both come under longitudinal direction. Okay, longitudinal means along the axis of the load. The load axis is vertical and the resistance is acting in this direction R2. Okay, so R2 and R4 both are longitudinal and the remaining 2 are in transverse direction. Okay, so you know from the strain gauge, that is delta R by R upon delta L upon L will be GF. GF is your strain gauge factor. So delta R upon R will be equal to GF into this quantity, and this quantity is change in dimension by original dimension is your strain. So delta R upon R will be GF into strain. But you know what is strain? It is the stress by Young's modulus. And what is stress? It is load upon area. So in place of strain, I can write P by AE, and if I want to write only delta R here, I have to multiply the R in right hand side. So the formula of delta R will be GF into P into R divided by A into E. Clear? Okay. Now look here, the basic Wheatstone bridge circuit here. So this is a Wheatstone bridge having resistance R1, R2, R3 and R4. This is the supply voltage Vs and this is the output voltage which we have to calculate. Okay, or we have to derive. Okay, now carefully look here. From this Wheatstone bridge circuit, I can write the output voltage V naught will be equal to, the output voltage V naught will be Vs into this resistance. Okay, so R3 is the resistance of the strain gauge before applying the load. If the load is applied, the resistance will change. Suppose the resistance changes to R3 dash, simultaneously it will change to R2 dash, it is R1 dash and it is R4 dash. So I can write V naught means output voltage will be Vs, which is supply voltage, into this resistance means R3 dash whole divided by this one plus this one means R3 dash plus R4 dash. Clear? Minus this resistance is your R2 dash whole divided by this 2, R2 dash plus R1 dash. Okay, clear? Now Oh, so what is R3 dash? So R3 dash is R3 plus extra change in resistance, that is delta R3. Similarly, what is R4 dash? It is sorry, it is R4 plus extra change in resistance, that is delta R4. Similarly, what is R2 dash? It is R2 plus extra change in resistance, delta R2. And what is R1 dash? It is R1 plus some change in resistance, that is your delta R1. Now up to clear? Okay, so you know the Poisson's ratio, that is mu, which is the negative of transverse strain to the longitudinal strain. So what is transverse strain? It is minus mu times longitudinal strain, minus mu times longitudinal strain. Okay, now recently we have seen the delta R here, this one, the delta R is GF into PR upon A. I am taking R outside. I am taking this R outside into G P upon A E. G means GF. Okay, so GF is a constant, strain gauge factor it is a constant, load is constant. A, what is A? It is the cross sectional area of this member or steel rod, and E is your Young's modulus velocity. All the four quantities are constant. Let us consider this is another constant K. So delta R is R into K. So this is the basic equation. Delta R is equal to R into K. So now look here, R2 and R4, जैसे कि यहाँ पे देखो R2 and R4 both are in which direction? Longitudinal direction. And R1 and R3 both are in transverse direction. Okay, in longitudinal direction there are two resistances, in transverse direction there are two resistances. Okay, so first write down for for transverse direction. Suppose I am writing for transverse direction. So for transverse direction, now tell me what is delta R. जैसे कि यहाँ पे देखो ट्रांसवर्स स्ट्रेन इज इक्वल टू माइनस म्यू टाइम्स लॉन्गिट्यूडिनल स्ट्रेन. Okay, and you know delta R is equal to R into K. I have to write this equation in terms of transverse case. So delta R will be minus, just write down minus mu R into K. And for longitudinal direction, delta R will be simple R into K. Clear? Okay, now I have to calculate all the four resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4 in terms of changes after applying the load. Okay, now look here. So for longitudinal resistance in longitudinal means R2 and R4. I have to write R2 and R4. So change in resistance, this is the longitudinal resistance after applying the load. So it will be R2 dash. So what is R2 dash? It is R2 plus some change in resistance, delta R2. Okay, so it will be R2 plus what is delta R2? Means what is delta R? Delta R is your R into K. Delta R is your R into K. But in longitudinal case, delta R is also same R into K. So in terms of delta R2, I have to write R2 into K. Clear, na? So delta R2 will be R2 into K. So which one is common? R2 is common. R2 whole into 1 plus K. So this is the value of R2 dash. Okay. And similarly, R4 dash will be R4 into 1 plus K. Same thing, na? it is in back side. So now in transverse direction or transverse resistance, now remaining two, R1 and R3, both are in transverse axis. So in transverse case, delta R will be minus mu RK. Okay, just remember that. So suppose I am writing first R1 dash will be R1 plus some change in resistance, that is delta R1. So it will be R1. In place of delta R, I have to write minus mu times R1 into K. So R1 is taking common, the remaining part will be 1 minus mu into K. So R1 dash will be R1 into 1 minus mu K, where mu is the Poisson's ratio. Similarly, you can write R3 dash will be R3 into 1 minus mu K. Very simple. Clear? 1 minus mu K. Now what to do? Replace all the change in resistances in this equation. R3 dash, I have found all the equations, all the formulas. R3 dash, R4 dash, R2 dash and R1 dash. Just put all the values in this equation. Okay. Now look here. So V output will be Vs into, see here it is R3 dash divided by R3 dash plus R4 dash. Okay, ऊपर में R3 dash, नीचे में समीशन ऑफ R3 plus R4. Okay, so R3 dash में क्या लिखेंगे? It will be R3 into 1 minus mu K whole divided by R3 into 1 minus mu K plus R4 dash, and R4 dash में क्या लिखना है हमको? This one, R4 into 1 plus K. क्लियर ना? माइनस साइन, यहाँ पे क्या है? ऊपर में R2 डैश, नीचे में R2 डैश प्लस R1 डैश. सो जस्ट राइट डाउन. R2 डैश विल बी R2 whole into 1 plus K whole divided by R2 dash is R2 into 1 plus K plus R1, this one, R1 into 1 minus mu K. Are you clear? Now let's suppose if all the four resistance are same, R1, R2, R3 and R4. All the resistances are, I am taking, it is the same. Okay, the value is same. So what will happen now? In numerator and denominator, all R will be cancelled out. Okay, so the remaining part will be V naught each Vs whole into, now look here, here R3, R4, R3, R4, all the resistance will be cancelled out. Okay, so इसमें क्या बचेगा? 1 minus mu K by here 1 minus mu K plus 1 plus K, means it will be 1 plus 1, 2 plus K minus mu K. If I am taking K common, it is 1 minus mu. Similarly here 1 plus K divided by 1 plus K plus 1 minus mu K, same thing. So it will be 2 plus K whole into 1 minus mu. Okay, now take the LCM. Okay, take the LCM, it is Vs whole into, LCM is your 2 plus K whole into 1 minus mu, and in the numerator part it will be 1 minus mu K minus 1 minus K. Now 1 and 1 will be cancelled out now. So it will be minus mu K minus K. Let's minus K take common. So the V naught will be Vs into, I am taking minus K common. Okay ना, I am taking here minus K common. So क्या बचेगा? It will be 1 plus mu divided by 2 plus k into 1 minus म्यू। ठीक, देखो आई एम टेकिंग माइनस के कॉमन ना, तो अंदर क्या बचेगा 1 प्लस म्यू, और नीचे में तो 2 प्लस के होल इंटू 1 माइनस म्यू, सेम थिंग, क्लियर। एंड व्हाट इज के, इट इज जी पी अपॉन ए ई। जी मीन्स strain gauge factor, okay, G means GF, it is strain gauge factor, okay. So generally what happens, this term na k into 1 plus mu, practically this value is very less than 2, okay, this value is very small to 2. So if I am again adding 2 in the left hand side, it will be close to 2, okay, it will be close to 2, approximately close to 2. So in the denominator part, this term will be 2, clear. So my V naught will be Vs into minus k whole into 1 plus mu divided by 2, okay. So it will be V naught will be, let it is minus Bs by 2, okay na, into 1 plus mu into k, but what is k, it is Gp upon AE. G means GF, strain gauge factor, strain gauge factor, okay. So but what is Gp upon AE, what is Gp upon AE, now look here, Gp upon AE, it is your delta R upon R na, delta R upon R, just put here. So it will be V naught will be minus Vs by 2 into 1 plus mu into delta R upon R. So just take the magnitude of the V naught, it will be plus sign, Vs by 2 into 1 plus mu whole into delta R upon R. So you have to remember this formula, okay. So what is V naught, output voltage, what is V naught, output voltage, it is Vs by 2 whole into 1 plus mu into delta R upon R, okay. If all the resistances are same, so it will be delta R upon R, okay. So let's solve one numerical, okay. Suppose the numerical is, let's do a numerical. Suppose I am writing only the given data, you will solve, only just put the formula and get the answer type question. Let the diameter of the steel rod, suppose this is a steel rod having its diameter, so D is suppose 60 mm, and all the 4 resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4 all are same, that is suppose 120 ohm, and the gauge factor is 2.0, and supply voltage is your suppose 6 volt, and the Young's modulus of steel, it is suppose 200 giganewton per meter square, okay, and the Poisson's ratio is suppose 0.3, and the load is acting, that is your P, suppose it is 1 kilonewton, okay. Find the output voltage and sensitiveness of load cell, sensitiveness of the load cell, means the question says a load cell having its steel rod diameter is 60 mm, resistance is this one, gauge factor Vs, Young's modulus, mu, P, all are given, you have to find V naught and you have to find the sensitiveness of load cell. Sensitiveness means basically, suppose the load is acting 10 Newton and the output voltage is suppose 3 volt. So what is sensitiveness? It is 3 by 10. Okay, that is the sensitiveness of the load cell. Okay, so now you have to find this first you have to find this find this value, that is V naught, V output, and then you have to divide V naught to the load applied. Okay, just first convert all the units into the same unit, SI unit. Here it is mm, convert into meter, it is no issue, it is no issue. Giganewton means convert into Newton, it is kilonewton, convert into Newton. Okay, mu is no issue. So first you have to find, okay, first you have to find, let stress sigma is equal to P upon A. P is your 1 kilonewton, means 1 into 10 to the power 3 Newton, and what is A? It is your pi by 4 into D square, and what is D? It is 60 mm ना, 60 mm means इन मीटर में क्या होगा 0.06. ओके, स्ट्रेस मिल जाएगा यहाँ पे. फिर स्ट्रेन क्या होगा, स्ट्रेस अपॉन यंग्स मॉडुलस, स्ट्रेस यहाँ से निकल गया, यंग्स मॉडुलस गिवन, जस्ट फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ स्ट्रेन. ठीक, नाउ नेक्स्ट you know delta R upon R is GF into strain. GF is given, strain just find out, just put all the values and find the value of delta R upon R. Okay, now just put the formula. V naught will be Vs by 2 into 1 plus mu into delta R upon R. Everything is known to you. Okay, you can easily find out the value of V naught. After finding the V naught, the sensitiveness is V naught upon P. Okay, V naught upon P, and its unit will be, V naught means volt and P means Newton. Volt per Newton means इतना न्यूटन अप्लाई करने से इतना वोल्ट में फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है. That is your sensitiveness of the strain gauge. So up to this the load cell complete. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can comment me also. And one thing, and previously I have given you a numerical, just put the answer in the comment section, and you have to calculate all these values and give me the answer in the comment section. Okay, thank you.